Want to be a guest on a future episode of Create, Build, and Manage Daily? Email us at interviews@biztv.com.
Sojourner Jewelry is more than just another jewelry option. Founder Ogo Alaku-Cathern is designing and creating pieces of jewelry to celebrate women the way Yahweh sees them. Ogo joins us via Zoom tonight. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Scott.
Absolutely.
How are you?
I'm great. We appreciate your time tonight. Now, faith is important to you. So talk about how your faith guides your work on the jewelry.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Talk about your faith and how that guides you as you work on your jewelry.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Actually, Sojourner Jewelry is a God idea, actually. And how it guides me is I have an affinity for how God sees women. Identity is a big part of what we do. Purpose is also a big part of what we do. As a woman that has experienced domestic abuse, suffered worthlessness, and all of those things, for me to come to a place where I became confident in myself, to where I grew my the way I felt about myself, it was through the study of the Word of God. It was through getting to know my Creator and how He saw me. And so that started my healing process. I started knowing God. I started reading about Him. I started seeing how He saw me. And I was able to share that, with women while I was doing my coaching. So going into Sojourner Jewelry now, I want to bring that perspective to women that are also hurting, and women who might not know their identity or why they're here, or probably just living in a bubble of what society expects them to be. So I just want to share that with them, to know that their maker sees them. The one who brought them into the world knows them, and He has a plan and a purpose for them. And that's the whole idea of Sojourner Jewelry.
I love that. What a great way to approach it. And I know also we're talking handmade jewelry here, and each of your pieces starts with a unique story. Explain.
So before we go into creation, we or designing a piece, we kind of think about what we want to say. There's always a message. It's not just a beautiful piece of jewelry. I mean, we create a beautiful piece of jewelry. That's the whole appeal of it. But what are we trying to say? Like this piece that is before us, it's about bravery. I mean, on a normal day, the black one, it shows that you are strong. If you can wear black on a good day and pull it off, that is a story of bravery. And for me, I'm very drawn to that piece particularly because out of all of the chaos that I went through, I was able to emerge this beautiful pearl, that is elegant at the same time strong. Brave connotes strong, brave connotes elegance. And so that's where we start from. We start from what story we're trying to tell, and we build around that story. So you see pieces like Victorious Woman, a set-apart woman, the bride, a sophisticated woman, and so on and so forth.
I like that. We're going to put your website on the screen for those who are watching BizTV tonight. It is sojournerjewelry.com. And if you happen to be catching our podcast, let me give that to you again, sojournerjewelry.com. I'm curious, Ogo, how long the process takes from the time you meet with the client for the first time to the finished product.
So because it's custom jewelry, the process, it varies. A typical process, if we're not having to redesign, it would take about 2 weeks. But again, when we meet, you tell us what you want and we go into creation mode. But we stay on that creation mode until your jewelry is perfect, because we want you to grow a sentimental value and attachment to this piece. And this is a piece from you. We want it to be a treasure that you will keep, for generations to come. So we keep redesigning and redesigning until it's perfect for you. And when you tell us that you are 100%, we don't want to go 99%. We want to go 100% satisfied. Then we can go into making the piece, which takes us about 7 days after you have approved the final design. So, like I said, it varies.
There you go. No, that makes sense. And how has e-commerce changed your business?
E-commerce is a blessing. It is a blessing. Typically before now with a brick and mortar store, I would have to focus heavily on inventory. And because of the precious stones that we carry, it's not cheap. It's really expensive to get inventory and, design your store and do all of those things. But with e-commerce, we're able to focus the limited resources because I'm a small business and we're bootstrapping. So we're able to focus the limited resources we have to marketing, brand building awareness, those kind of things, while we have, an online store. Of course, there are things that we need to do to get people to get to know our store, notice our store, but our budget more is on marketing and brand awareness as opposed to inventory and rent. So e-commerce is a game changer. It has made the platform somewhat leveled for small businesses like us to be able to play alongside the popular brands that are out there.
It makes sense. You get the products when you need it, start putting the piece together. And when you mentioned brand awareness and building trust, what's that been like for you? What's that process been? Because a lot of business leaders watch the show and they can relate to that starting off process.
So it's been a really huge learning curve. The business is pretty young. My business is about 5 months old. So what I do more is engage with people. So I've noticed that I cannot do the whole mass reaching out because, again, limited resources. So what I do is I'm not trying to act like the big boys. This is basically a one-man show. So I try to make it as personalized as possible. That is the leg up that I have. So in brand building, I get to talk to people, schedule time to meet with people one-on-one. For some people, it might not be a very wise use of time, but for me, I think it's worth it because what I want to do, the brand I'm looking to create is a brand that would have repeat customers. So I want people to get to know me, get to know what we're about, and get to like and trust me so they can be repeat customers. We're looking to build based on referral basis. We want to have a network where we get referred to people. So that's how we've been working on the brand awareness.
Listen, and appearing on national television is not a bad way to go either. And Ogo, we appreciate you coming on tonight.
No, it's not. It's a great one.
Thank you for coming on tonight, talking about your business. I want to I'll tell you the website again for those who are interested and reaching out. As you look to next year, want a creative gift, why not a personal piece of jewelry? It's sojournerjewelry.com. Stick around. This is Create, Build, and Manage Daily.